hello. Why did you all, please tell me who you are, and why did you all start coming to Emmanuel?
I am Skip Barnett.
I'm Laura Barnett.
We're married.
And why did you, what
why
about?
We heard about the prison ministry that Emmanuel has.
Oh.
And we thought, wow, that's a great church. Any church that would do that, go to that effort, that's a good church. Let's go there.
And we needed a church because we
Yeah.
just came from Indiana last summer.
Oh, okay. And so that answers that part. So how did you get involved with teaching English to local Afghan and Syrian refugees?
Well, it seems that before we started at Emmanuel last spring, Jason Stell came and gave a talk at Emmanuel about the Afghan and Syrian families. And apparently that was the start of things here at Emmanuel. And then when we got here, there was a notice in the weekly bulletin, I think that's where we read it, saying need help with these families. And we've both done a lot of that back in Indiana. So we said, oh, fun. And got hold of Carolyn Harvick and said, how and when do we start? That's how.
And what do you do with them?
I usually start by teaching vocabulary, and I have a whole lot of books that we have accumulated over many years and experience. And so I just start with usually vocabulary, and then we have a method called total physical response, where we act out things and say the words and get them to act it out and say the words, and it evolves from there.
Sounds wonderful.
I don't know most people's languages. I don't even know.
Oh.
I just have to work with them where they are.
Uh-huh. That's really wonderful. The next question is, what has been your experience here so far with that ministry? But
we both enjoyed it. We have both done a lot of work with international students and people, adults, keepers. For me, I've been doing it for a long time. It's been my professional career, and the experience is, for me, in almost every case, exciting and wonderful to get to know people from other cultures, and they're always very appreciative because they need the language to do well here. And in addition to teaching them the language, we kind of try to be a friendly face, explain a few things about America to them as they come up. Daylight savings time, odd things like that. So it's been wonderful. You make new friends. You make interesting new friends. Is what you do.
Learn a lot about the world.
Yeah.
yes.
And get to eat exotic food if they feed you, if it happens.
Oh, Afghan food is the best. If this is a ministry someone wants to help with, how do they get started? Do they contact you? No.
No. Called Carolyn Harvick.
Okay.
And she is, for this congregation, she is the point person.
And people can call the church office to connect with her.
Yes.
Or whatever, sure.
Sure. Apparently, one of the Afghan families, a young woman that Laura's working with, doesn't speak much English at all, but could benefit from having a female friend to be friends with.
What's her age range?
What's that woman? How is that woman?
Late 20s or early 30s.
Okay.
It's just young.
Yeah.
Compared to us at any rate. I would say too that if that particular thing, because there's a variety of things that the Afghans need help with. But if that's a particular thing that they want to help with, being a friend, maybe helping with some English, they might want to talk to Carolyn first, but then maybe be in touch with us, because we do have a lot of resources and ideas on how to make that work. So
Sounds terrific. Sounds terrific. Anything else? No? Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Sure enough.